again. So we advertise to turn prospects into customers. We advertise to get customers to become repeat customers. We advertise to candidates to turn them into employees, and then we advertise to employees to get them more engaged and to keep them engaged and keep educating them so they can ascend up and provide even more value to our customers, ultimately to the enterprise value of the company. So if you ever feel like you're a genius with 1,000 hands, it usually means that you're really good at advertising and turning prospects into customers, right? But you're really bad at turning candidates into employees and then training employees to get to become even better. And so the more you advertise here, the more you feel like you have to do because you have no one else helping you out. So let's say we've got our genius scenario, we've got an enterprise scenario. So if you're the genius with 1,000 hands, right? And you're making $5 million top line and $2 million of income. Every year, you make $2 million, which adds $1 million after taxes to your net worth. This is a lot like before, right? But here's the difference between the example I'm going to explain now and what I was talking about before. In this instance, you add the $1 million to your business, but you also have a probably $10 million asset as business if this thing truly runs value. EV is short for enterprise value. So there is no enterprise value here because it's just a genius with 1,000 hands. You're just doing with 1,000 helpers. Here, you own something that provides value to a group of customers that you can sell to somebody else, because if you require no work in order to provide the value, it means it will require someone else to do no work to provide the value, which means it becomes a more valuable asset. And so if I took a business from genius with 1,000 hands, making $2 million a year, and I didn't increase the revenue, and I didn't even increase the profit, but I simply removed the genius and make the structure of the business genius, the people who work inside of it and the processes and the systems that they follow, genius, then I add $10 million to the net worth of the person who owns it. And so one of the fastest ways to create wealth is make the thing that you have reliable, is to make it risk-free and make sure that it will last. And so even if it took you 2 years to do that, for you to get $10 million of an enterprise value or net worth gain, you'd have to make $20 million of income to get to that same $10 million. But meanwhile, while you're building it, you're still also making money in this scenario, which is what we basically do for the majority of businesses that we have at acquisition.com, is that we often take businesses doing 2 million, 3, 4, 5, etc., and then take them to this side and say, hey, let me show you what it looks like at 10 with a 7x multiple. And so now you go from a 1 or 2 or $3 million net worth to a $70 million net worth. And that is how you get wealthy. This is how you get rich. Now I want to be clear, you can absolutely get to $1 million a year in profit with not a lot of people, or even just on your own, because with the increases of AI and automation and things like that, like we're going to see more big companies with fewer and fewer headcount. But until general AI comes in and just crushes everyone, people are still required to get to where you want to go. So if you want to not just make $1 million or a couple $1 million, and you want to get to 10, 20, 50, $100 million and beyond, you got to get the people side right. And now we go to the reputation side. Ooh, a fun one. Imagine all these flowers as different life experiences that you've gone through. If you look at them all here, this isn't a bouquet. This is just a lot of random things put together. Now, when we do this and we combine